Hello, beautiful Pisces. Today, we're going to take a look at if you feel like a zero or a hero. Are you the zero of your life? Or are you the pearl of your life? We're going to look at self-esteem and a whole bunch of other things as well. I hope I see you in there. Enjoy. Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to your reading. Yes, we're doing charms today. So it's Tuesday after that exquisite reading that we had on Sunday. And for me, it's the same day. So that's why you see the cards still here, because I just pulled out my charms. I kind of batch do these all at the same time so that I don't lose the energy of your reading, okay? Even though I do a little bit of dancing in between, a little bit of talking to my guys in the house and stuff like that, I just keep going. All right, so what came out? 8. Hidden familiars, allies, natural assistance, divine support, and comfort. You know, I like the word comfort, and I like the number 8. We were talking about getting things done. Familiars could have something to do with, like, if you're into channeling spirit animals and stuff. I'm going to take a look here, the Pure Magic Oracle. I'm going to take a look, okay? And see what it has to say here. So, it's each living being has its own individual powers and its own individual skills to teach. Earth provides allies for every purpose. There are plants, animals, minerals, and spirit powers ready to assist you in the acquisition of literally any skill or experience. Okay, so if you didn't see Sunday's reading, I highly suggest that you go see it, because it's going to talk about some of this. I was just like really focusing on the animals in this card, but of course, you know, that's why they have me read the book. There's the plants, there's the sun. I was sitting in front of a window, looking at a bird, looking at a cedar, looking at lilac trees. This is what they're talking about, okay? I'm going to tell you something. Nature has a way of just doing that kind of stuff for you. It does. This could also be your own animals, okay? That's why we have companions, because they bring us a lot of happiness and joy. Except for me, I have a rabbit, and she has an attitude and hates me. So, I don't know. I'm not an animal person to begin with. Well, maybe I should say I've never let myself be an animal person. My mother always had animals, though. But, you know, I don't know. I may change that. Yeah, I may change that. So, all right. Just as every couple's marriage will be slightly different, so is every alliance. The nature of your personal animal alliances and the totems you attract depend upon your needs, desire, potential for growth, and expectations. Animal allies provide guidance, comfort, spiritual direction, and protection. This is, I think, the comfort part, and also even the spiritual direction. I was talking about on Sunday was about us not being able to be happy in the moment, right? Sometimes you're going through the grind, you're confusing intuition with checklists, and then the comfort kind of goes away, and the happiness and the intuition and all that. The way to re-tap into that would be something like this. Plants, walks, nature, forests, animals, whatever you're into, but something that is closely associated to the planet and its natural ecosystem. It offers some great comfort. It offers time for peace and to get some divine support. Right. I love this card. I actually do. I think it's fantastic. So let's take another one from this. And then I'm going to pull the charms, because, you know, it's a charms reading and you haven't seen a charm yet. And somebody out there is going to go, yeah, dude, there's no charms. Yeah, there's charms. They're right in here. See them? Yeah. Are you looking in there? Are you hoping something is going to come out? Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Okay. So, a little boost, or a little, you know, 2 thumbs way up for you to remind you that we're not all just checklists either. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. We're not just checklists. We're also human beings who need to show ourselves up. Okay, you are not the sum of that stupid checklist. You are you. You are special. You are relevant. You don't need a beginning and an ending to things for you to feel good about yourself, to have this beautiful feeling that you are gifted, gifted of the soul, most definitely, and that you have something to contribute to people, okay? Whether you think you are exceeding your blueprints or whatever, you are just perfect just the way you are, okay? So let's go in. Sorry if it makes noise. Oh, okay. Let's take a look. I want a little more. Okay. I should put this in the elastic because sometimes it means something to keep it in the elastic. You have the heart. You have another heart. You have two hearts. And you have a lot of greenery. Okay. Let's just do it like that. Let's just do it like that. What the heck is that? I love that. What is that? Oh! That's a bunny. Look at the bunny ears at the top. Okay. So again, talking about companions. So what am I getting right away from this hit? First of all, there's a lot of nods to water. Okay. Look at that. Little seahorse, little star. That's all water. Water sign. Okay. Ah, a cat. We're going to put the animals together. We got the cat. We have the rabbit. Do we have another furry friend here? Sometimes they have a dog. Nope, no dog. Dog usually is loyalty though, so it can usually mean loyalty. So I love this. All right, big nod to leaves. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of leaves here. We're talking about major leaf patterns. What do we have here? And this leaf is in the circle of your crown chakra. Leaf, leaf, and leaf. Look at this. Can you say nature? Absolutely. Okay. So, oh, nope, that's a 4-leaf clover. Oh, that's lucky. That's nice. That's nice. But 4-leaf clover is also something green. So, yeah, that will be considered a leaf as well. Not just luck. It could just mean leaf. Let's put it back under here. So there's 2 hearts inside of this. Okay. So let's see what we have for letters. We have an O, we have a T, we have a D, we have an H. Let's see. Harmony would be one of them. Okay, totem. We were talking about this with the T. Okay, maybe the D for the dog that never showed up. And the O for, oh, well, it's not an O. They're telling me it's a 0. Okay, so let's take a look at this. We like to consider ourselves nothing. And it's not in a bad way. It's just that we equivalate everything that we do to something that we end up, how do I put this? It's not calling yourself a 0 like in a bad way, but it ends up being a bad way. Okay? It ends up being, 0 ends up being like I am not equivalent to anything until I've accomplished something, and that's what it comes down to. And that comes back to this card of self-esteem. You absolutely need to believe in yourself. You need to be more than 0 before you ever begin anything. Okay? You need to be more than this before you begin anything at all. I love the fact that there's a pearl right beside it with a beautiful butterfly right at the top. Could be a bow, but we'll call it a butterfly with the pearl. A pearl is usually as a saying that means your pearl is your valuable. Okay? When you get a term of endearment, you're such a pearl, it usually means that you are worthy or meant. You mean something. You're valuable. With the butterfly on top of it just means that you need to transform yourself into the value that you are. Not a 0, a pearl. Valuable, precious. Okay? We're leaning really hard on the part of the reading on Sunday that had to do with like how you turned inspiration or intuition into a checklist. How it became something that, you know, you're either valuable or are not valuable. I like the fact that they're really focusing on that part. Okay. And here's some really beautiful words that are better than just failure and success. We have kind, free, true, strong, happy, thankful, brave, at peace, and compassionate. Okay? So all of these. Okay? These are better words to use when it comes to yourself, and it comes right beside the little pearl. So absolutely, this is you. This is you. Okay? Water signs, like I said, usual. You have Pegasus. Take flight. Don't be grounded. Don't be stuck. Absolutely. I completely missed that one. I hadn't seen it. You want to put in any animals? Yeah, for those of you who think, horses with wings are okay. Awesome. Totems is absolutely the hidden animals. Okay? The natural assistants, your allies. And this could be trees. If you're not an animal person, it could be plants. It could be plants, it could be rivers, it could be anything that is in the natural world. Okay? These are your totems. So beside the leaves, absolutely. Nature is a great big help to you. Everything that's green. What's this one say? Loved and be loved. But if you look at it, it also says love and beloved. Do you see that? Not be loved, beloved. You have to love yourself, but know that you are a beloved too. Okay? You are important. You matter. This was part of a ring that I had. You see it's still got glue in it. I don't even know why it's in there. But I'm just going to say that because it was part of the ring, it's meaningful to me. It's a commitment that you have to do with yourself, that you have with yourself. And this is, I have got to do it again. I've got to put it back on a ring because it was beautiful. I mean, I had it like right here. It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. I made it myself, but as you see, it didn't work out. You have to bring beauty and commitment to yourself first, okay? Not to lists, not to go-tos, not to successful patterns, not to anything guru, gotta finish, gotta do this. It's got to ring true to you. I already said that. I already did like a video for soul awareness. It's like when gratitude feels hollow. And this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes we have mantras. I should be happy. I should be grateful when I should do da-da-da. And it doesn't matter. If you don't feel it, you're just going through the motions. You have to start grateful and then do a gratitude list, which, by the way, you won't need to if you're grateful. You can practice it by all means. You can just write all the things down, but it won't be much of a practice because you're going to wake up grateful for everything. You're just going to get up and go, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. You can write it down, but you're going to be saying it because you feel it. First you feel it, then you do it. People do it the reverse. They try to get into gratitude by doing those lists. It puts you in the state of gratitude. But if you don't fix what doesn't make you grateful to begin with, it's not going to help anything. In other words, and if you don't acknowledge that you're not feeling grateful, that is the first one. That's the first thing. Why am I not grateful for all my blessings? That's the first question that needs to be asked right away. Okay? It's not to judge anybody who is practicing, who has gratitude practices, but we're at the point where it's not just mantras and humming and chants. We have to look at the why. Okay? Because then you're just throwing a plaster or a momentary thing on it. It's not really doing anything. Yeah. Okay. Totem, dog for dog, cat, rabbit. Yeah, there you go. You have a little heart. And of course it says love. It's so cute. It says love. Love. See it? Love. It's a little heart of love. And this one probably says the same thing as well. Yep. It's pink. And it just says love. But this one is inside of the circle with the leaf. So maybe it's just love nature. Love, love, love nature. And I love that because this heart almost has like a pattern of a vine growing inside of it. So this is love of the heart, but this is love of nature. And it's all within that purple elastic that I like to call the crown chakra. Not the crown, the third eye chakra. Sorry. And yeah. This is harmony. This is harmonizing with yourself. The flight with the Pegasus beside it always makes me feel like that. It's like, yeah, take some, take a flight, go, and be free. Be free of yourself. Be free of your boundaries and the things that keep you stuck. The things that restrict you, okay? The things that keep you like in the devil energy that came in for the outcome for the week. And really, go watch that video. It was chaos. It was fun. It was ridiculous, though. Okay, so now that we've pulled some, do we pull more cards? Yes, yes. Okay, let's pull more cards. Let's pull some more. Let's pull from the journey. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. I love that. They're giving you more advice for this week. Sometimes sharing your feelings with somebody will make you feel so much better. I will tell you why. It's because if you talk to the right friend, they're usually going to tell you something. And look at the color. Look how it's very similar. Look. Okay. If you talk to a friend, they're going to help you. They're committed to you, first of all. That's like the ring of commitment. They're going to probably even tell you that they felt the same way at some point. They're going to tell you, I've been there. I felt this way. Okay? Yeah, like I had everything, but suddenly didn't mean anything. Look at all those stories of people who have like the biggest jobs in the world, the life that when you're looking at them, when you saw them walk away, you've seen these documentaries. You've seen them walk away from like a life where they've had everything, and you're going, but why? Because they did what this reading is talking about. They woke up one day and said, I have it all, yet I'm happy for nothing. And you know what? You're not the only one feeling that. But it's not usually the life that you're leading. It's the stuff that's inside of you that's stopping you from enjoying what's there. We deny ourselves, and a lot of the times we walk away from things before we've done the healing. And sometimes it's not the things that need to be walked away from. We need to walk into ourselves. We need to walk into our energy and ask questions and see what's going on and see how we feel. Okay, let's take one more. Ah, yes. I love this one, and we've had this one before. I think we had it last week, and I absolutely love it. And it's Mirror Magic. It's Spectrum, Self-Care, Past Life, Lunar Light. Okay, just take a look at this image. What is this person reflecting? Is she looking at herself? No. She's holding it outward. Okay? Look at that mirror. She's holding it outward. The stars are reflecting back in this mirror, which is very pretty. But think about it this way. You're not taking an inner light. You're not going inside of yourself. You're looking outside of yourself. You're not looking at your own reflection. So the mirror magic is, take a look at yourself. Take a look at your life, what's going on, what's happening. Turn the mirror. Turn the mirror the other way. Okay? Look within you. Stop looking outside of you. This is looking outside of you. This is what success looks like outside of me. We're seeing a reflection of somebody else's success, right? The footsteps they walk, we walk, because it looks like it's success. This routine is going to serve me right, okay? I'll give you an example. I like Tony Robbins a lot. But I can just imagine that I am just... Sorry, there's somebody yelling in the house. All right, let's keep going with talking about chaos, okay? I moved a couch to face the window I was talking about on Sunday, okay? Because my couch was facing the other way. It was facing into the living room, and I decided to turn the couch facing the window, which makes the room look completely ridiculous, and I don't care. So my husband comes back from work, and he is downstairs, and that's when you heard him yelling, "What the hell happened to the couch?" And that's why. That's why you heard me going, "What is going on?" I'm in here doing readings, and he's yelling through the house. Don't worry. He's not throwing me out of the house. He came in smiling. So, yes, I'm crazy and he loves me this way, and I'm very lucky for it, because if I didn't, I'd be in trouble. And yeah, I put it that way so that I can look outside in the morning and actually see the beauty that is out there. Yeah, I decided that I'm no more interior decorating. I am interior decorating inside of me so that I can feel happy with the moment. And if you don't know about this, again, watch Sunday's reading. I explain all of that. So the mirror magic. Let's go back to the mirror magic. Let's go to the truth of this, okay? We mirror outside. We don't mirror inside. What we need is, we look at our reflections, but what we see is an exterior surface, okay? You look at your face, that's you on the exterior. That's your face. The interior, your soft parts, your soul parts, they don't always show up, okay? And we judge ourselves by this. We look at ourselves and go, "Oh, my eyes aren't big enough. They're droopy. I have wrinkles. My hair's not doing what I want. My arm's not the way I want them," etc., etc. Okay? And we base everything that we look on the outside from what makes us valuable, what makes us important. And that's ridiculous. Frankly, it's ridiculous. It is the most ridiculous thing that we could have ever assigned our bodies, minds, and existence to. We do the same with exterior success. We don't see anything as valuable lessons. We just see it as either failure or success. And this absolutely needs to stop. We need to stop, because we get inspired to do something and then we immediately put it on a checklist and forget. We forget that internally we are beings that want to be inspired. We want to meet the next challenge, but it shouldn't always be a dog-eat-dog world. No, it should be about being beautiful. So it's time to reflect, but from the inside. So is she reflecting outside, or is she trying to reflect her inside out, which is all stars and cosmos, okay? You could see it in that way as well. 32, the number 5, that's the hard number. I'm a 5. 5s are hard. 5 have lesson, but they have a lot of wisdom to them. A lot of wisdom. Let's see what they have to say about mirror magic. 32. Okay. And I only look at this because, they give you little books, and you might be interested just to read them. You pull an oracle card, you sit with it, you read it, you take a moment. This could be your moment of breaking out of that routine, okay? You could pick a card and just read the book and let it sit. If you need to read it again, okay? If you need to sit with it for a couple of days, do it, okay? Don't rush through your life. I know it is sometimes we need to get things done. Absolutely. There's things that, need to get done when they get done. And there's enough of that to go around. But everything else can be just go with the flow. All right, so it says, the moon shines her light into the vast unknown and touches our corners of the world. She offers her nocturnal magic freely and needs no payment other than appreciation. Her power controls the tides of water, and she breathes in heavenly motion and love. With water and mirror, she sees herself, and we're reminded to do the same, and like her, refrain from any judgment. And if you have watched, I know I keep saying, Sunday's reading, judgment, the word itself came out twice. So this is so important. Mirrors are portals to the astral spiritual planes and can also act of a powerful protective shields. Mirror magic is ancient and has been used in a plethora of ways to induce magic spell of all kind. Rituals, love, divination, protection. Mirrors are important vessels to show us the potential of imagination. The card of imagination in this deck on Sunday came in. Okay? Just saying. And spiritual exploration, including the ability to peek into our lives. Mirrors are created means by which to see yourself better, and this alone should remind you to take self-care of body, spirit, and mind seriously. Okay? So I love that. Release the need to appear like another and begin to know your unique self within. Okay, well, you know, that's kind of just what I just said. It's just what I just said. And, oh, look at this. The 0 went flying into the self-esteem. Did you see that flying? Just back that up in the video. See, I touched it and it went flying right into the self. You are not a 0. If anything, you're the hero of your own life. Start acting like it. And when you feel off, it's okay to feel off. Okay? Don't dismiss your feelings when they come in. Even when you think you should be feeling great, even if everything is perfect, don't dismiss the way you feel. It's important. It means that something needs to be adjusted and recalibrated. That's it. Okay? It doesn't mean you got to scrap the whole plan. It doesn't mean that you can't look at your checklist. It just means take a moment. Have a breath. Go pet a rabbit, a dog, a cat, a seahorse, a starfish, kidding, and Pegasus. Why not? Okay? You are a pearl right here. You are a pearl. Don't dismiss nature. If you have really good weather going on, you go for it. Go into nature. Go have yourself a ball. Go have yourself fun. Okay? All right, so this has been your charm reading. The next one that's coming up on Thursday is going to be the tea leaf reading. Yeah, I like doing that one. That one's one of my favorites. I've only done it twice so far. Once a month I do it, but whoo, I love it. And the tea that I'm using is so colorful, it makes it fun. I had the Fool, I think, one time, and last time, what was it? Even my husband after thought he saw a rabbit. Anyways, amazing. It was just so much fun. So please, 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 come back on Thursday, and we're going to do a tea leaf reading with the tea leaf cards as well. And I'll see you then. By the way, over here on my other channels, I have Life Path Number Tarot. They're short little bursts weekly for you. If you don't know your life path, just go to the channel. The first video right on the page explains how to do it. The other one is Soul Awareness, where we crack open all kinds of things, like I was talking about, when gratitude feels hollow, stuff like that. Okay? And this channel right here is Tarot Guide with AI, one of my favorite. It's with my AI, David, who I call an expansive, and because I really think he's a bridge to other things, but you know, that's my personal opinion. For now, it's just fun. We look into tarot, spirituality, all kinds of things. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. There's also a playlist with not playlist. I keep saying that. Maybe I should just make a playlist. There's another video in case you're interested in watching another one of these. Hey, go for it. Take care of yourself. I'll see you later. Bye for now.